You see this? You see what I have to deal with? How am I supposed to film with these settings? Alright, what's up, painters? After like couple days with no uploads, I'm back. So today is August 1st, and to anybody that's been on my channel for a long time, you know that August 1st is the anniversary, 1 year anniversary of my house flooding last year and me losing everything that I own and my art career just taking a fucking nosedive. So a year later we're gonna talk about it. Hold on, I got an itch in my eye. Alright, August 1st last year, we'll start with a recap. I was on vacation up at the Adirondacks in New York, super nice week. I felt very rejuvenated, refreshed. I read this book by Bobby Hundreds. He runs the Hundreds clothing. Read this book while I was on vacation. I was feeling really good about like the future of my art and just going forward into the fall with brand new ideas and a whole new direction for everything I was gonna be doing. Yeah, I just felt really motivated. I felt really confident that like, all right, when I get home, it's game time. Like, time for things to change. We're taking this to the next level. So I get home, pull in the driveway, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna clean up tonight, get this art space looking good. Tomorrow we're back to it, freshly relaxed, feeling good. So I walk in the house and it smells like and I was like, why does it smell like shit? And I'm looking around and there's a lot of cat poop all over the house. And I'm like, oh man, like the litter box was here. My cat must have just like really not been feeling people not being here. She must have just been angry and decided to poop on the floor. Revenge shit. So I'm like, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, just clean it up. So I start cleaning it up and my brother goes towards the basement stairs where our cat litter box would have been, and he opens the door and he just goes, oh my god. But it's the most like weird, like genuine, like, oh, there's something wrong in his voice that I've ever heard. So in my head I was like, she must have just like sprayed cat diarrhea all over the stairs. So whatever, like I guess I'm gonna be cleaning that up. It's not the end of the world, but it's pretty gross. So I walk towards the basement steps. I'm like, whatever, I got cat, clean up cat poo. There's worse things in life than cat poo, and boy was there a worse thing than cat poo. Because what I found was about thigh deep water completely covering our basement. And we had this big kickboxing punching bag thing that just kind of like floated by the stairs, almost like a movie. And I was just like, I just kind of like cocked my head sideways and looked and was just like, what? Like it was one of those things where it's not even believable, the amount of water that was there, and just how could that have happened? It was just completely unbelievable. And as soon as I stepped down into the water and saw how deep it went, I looked around the corner to where my bedroom was and just saw everything in my bedroom underwater. And pretty much from that point on, I've just had this kind of like emptiness and just like this cold, icy emptiness that I've been dealing with. Yeah, it sucked. At the time, like your priority is just like get all this water out of here and like figure out what happened. It's also like, oh wow, everything that I've worked so hard for over the years, like everything that I've paid for, everything that I've work towards, all the art that I've created, my art station, everything, all my filming setups, like everything destroyed. And immediately I was just like, oh shit, like, well I guess my art career's over. Oh man, immediately, like I didn't even think twice about it. I was just like, oh cool, well your art career's done. What is up with this white balance on this camera? This one looks good, this camera looks like shit. I'm gonna fire my videographer. Learn white balance, you piece of shit. So we got all the water out and yeah, all my stuff was destroyed. No bed, no room, but like no bed, no room, no art supplies. Lost everything. And the next 3 months of my life from August 1st on, I slept in a small walk-in closet floor. Here's the thing about a walk-in closet. Dangerously close to what I imagine solitary confinement would be in like an asylum. So there were multiple nights where I would be laying there and I would just feel the walls like closing in on me. Brain would start racing and racing and racing, and I would just feel everything closing in on me, and I genuinely 2 or 3 times thought that I was actually losing my mind. It was a very dark, bad time for me. Darkness. But every once in a while, I would just get like a small glimpse of light that would make everything seem not as terrible and not as like, you know, tragic. And I've been through a lot in my life, and I've always kind of wanted one major fix, one major hope. I've always been actively seeking this one thing that would, you know, make everything better. And finally, in my 20s, I've now learned that that doesn't exist. You have to look for those little things. For me, those little things were finding new YouTubers that just made me smile once a day. It might sound stupid that like, oh, YouTube really helped me through that, but hey, watching PewDiePie, Moist Critical, like people like that, who could just, I knew once a day I could laugh. Like after tearing apart my basement, tearing down drywall, carrying wet insulation, tearing up carpet, and dealing with mold that had grown through all the like water that sat there, through tearing apart all this stuff and throwing away all these like family heirlooms and watching my parents cry as they get rid of like old letters that they wrote each other that were in storage that are gone now. I knew that, hey, at least I can watch PewDiePie play Among Us for like 20 minutes a day, and I knew I would laugh, I knew I would smile, and it would take me out of this horrific situation. Yeah, it took me out of that and just, it gave me a little bit of happiness each day. That was awesome. It helped a lot. You know, I said that I had a lot of motivation coming home from vacation, a whole new direction I was gonna take my art, my videos, everything. Yeah, it turns out that wasn't what I was supposed to do, apparently, because I started getting a lot of new art ideas and new filming ideas and things like that through, you know, being stuck in a small closet for months. You have really nothing to do but think. There's no distractions because it's just you and 4 small walls and no windows, just you and your brain. I figured out a lot during that time. And I learned a lot about me and just what I want from all of this, from art, from YouTube, from just creation. I learned a lot about me through that. And here's the thing about trauma. When you go through trauma with people, it tends to make you closer. And I can definitely say that like through the last year, my immediate family and I, we've gotten a lot closer because we all went through this terrible thing. Like when you can go through something and not have that tear you apart, it definitely brings you closer. And I think, I don't know if there is an in-between. You either come closer or you get torn apart. And I'm very happy to say that my family got closer through all of it. So, August 1st, 2021, how we feeling? I feel pretty good, honestly. I tried to FaceTime my mom this morning to be like, hey, happy floodiversary. She didn't answer. But yeah, I can laugh about it now. It's been less than a year, and I've really kind of completely transformed my life. I didn't do a 360 with my life because, hey, let's do some math. Oh, my life did a 360. Oh, we're right back to where we fucking started. That's stupid. Stop fucking saying that your life did a 360. Your life could do a 180. Oh, now we're going a new direction. But it wouldn't do a fucking 360, you stupid fuck. Learn math. Ooh, that shit gets me hot when I see people be like, oh, ever since I did this, my life's done a full 360. Oh, really? So nothing's changed, you stupid I'm really heated. You can start seeing my vein and everything. I got the red Foreman forehead going on right now. You guys don't understand how like angry that really makes me. God, the white balance on that camera. But yeah, a year later, how do I feel? I feel pretty good. I went from, you know, sleeping in a closet to having an entire space, a whole 2-bedroom space of my own. And that's less than a year. I really kind of like took all that bad stuff I went through and like all that traumatic experience and just used it as fuel to work really hard. And yeah, here I am, my own space a year later. I'm filming this from a standing desk. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm standing filming this video. Standing desk. That's right, baby. August 1st, 2020, worst day of my life so far. August 21st, I gotta be honest with you, it feels weird. I've been talking lately to my girlfriend, I was talking to my best friend the other day, and it's the first time in my life where I feel content with everything. My entire life I've always been chasing like the next thing that would make me happy, just something like, whether it was skateboarding and just learning every trick I could, or like YouTube and growing the channel, art, making more sales and selling higher, making more pieces. Everything was just more climbing to this destination that I didn't know where I was going. I just knew that I had to keep climbing because hopefully there would be something good at the top. And I don't think I've reached the top, but I've definitely reached a little resting point. Yeah, I feel really, really good now. I feel very content with life. I don't feel like I have to chase anything. I get up every day, I go to work, I feel good, I like the people I work for, I like the company I work for, I come home, I've been painting again, and I haven't finished a painting all year. 2021, I genuinely have not finished one single painting, and I finished 4 this week alone. I feel really good about life right now. Yeah, in less than a year I went from being at rock bottom to pretty good middle ground. And I feel really good here, and I'm really excited to go forward, to keep climbing, but to also know that, hey, if I have to take a stop, like, we're at a good resting point right now. Feeling good. We got a good base camp going. And that's important. It's not always about getting to the top. Sometimes it's just small victories, getting to the middle. I'm feeling good in the middle right now. So, what is feeling good in the middle but still climbing look like? Where's my papers? Where? I have a manager now and they just moved my Where the f are my papers, manager? I don't actually have a manager. I'm just an asshole and I put things places and forget. Oh my god, where are my papers? Okay, found the papers. So, what does being motivated and content and having a good spot to build upon look like? It looks like a lot of videos written out for August and September. It looks like a lot of videos written out for October and November. It looks like a lot of videos written out for December. Yesterday, I was just feeling really good. I had a really relaxing weekend. We're finally moved in. Just felt good. I got up, I had coffee, like sat on the patio. It was like 70 degrees yesterday, which was a nice break from like 90 to 100 degree weather we've been having here in Jersey. Maybe I'll write out some videos. I haven't filmed anything in a couple of days. Wink. Wink. Started writing and all of a sudden had the rest of the year written out. Videos every other day, which means daily in my mind. There's no guarantee that I'm gonna hit every one of these videos, but I'm gonna try. And I feel good about a lot of them. I wanna make a lot of these videos. When I had to do art and YouTube full time, it was kind of like, I didn't wanna make every video. I didn't always wanna stream, but I felt like I had to. This is how I'm making money. I gotta do this shit. But now I want to, and I wanna just have fun. Feel good. And let me tell you something, painters. When you feel good, you look good. But not in this camera, this one. Because this white balance sucks ass. August 1st, we made it. 1 year later, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great, feeling good, feeling great. GG. Thanks for watching, painters. Peace.